Oses checks his watch. So does Alejandro. You still have it on, right? As we kick off the second half of action here from Maracana Stadium, Mexico and Italy, 1-1. Confederations Cup action in Group A with Alejandro Moreno, Fernando Palomo with you. With the ball is Claudio Marquisio. No substitutions made again. Alejandro looking for one, and who would make it first?
Well, I think if you're Mexico, you want to get a hold of the ball, settle down, make sure that you're comfortable on the ball. You haven't shown that level of confidence and comfort on the ball that would allow you to create opportunities with consistency against this well-organized Italian team. And if you're Italy, if your final product improves, whether it comes from Balotelli, Giaccherini, or the services to both of those guys, you'll have opportunities, because Mexico has been exposed in the back time and time again.
Little confusion on that attempt to take the ball out from the back as Mexico regains possession. Chicharito Hernandez thought he was fouled, and is called for. The foul is Giorgio Chiellini right at midfield. Jesus Zavala playing it on the side for Andres Guardado. Giovanni Dos Santos, this time with Barzagli doing well to get that ball back for the Azzurri. Balotelli and a foul by Moreno from the back. Oses will make Moreno the second yellow card of the game. Hector Moreno commits a foul. His 43rd international, the man from Espanyol of Barcelona. Team now coached by the former Mexican national team head coach, Javier Aguirre.
Little love tap there from Hector Moreno to Mario Balotelli, just to remind him that he's around.
Montolivo with the flick on the side for De Siglio. Giaccherini. Giorgio Chiellini. Marquisio. Download the ESPN FC app for your smartphone device to receive Confederations Cup in-progress alerts, including video clips of every goal and key match moments.
One of the key points made at halftime by the guys was that Mexico is not only uncomfortable with the ball, but defensively they seem a little bit unsettled. Not quite sure how to handle the place interchange from the attacking 4 or 5 that Italy has put forth.
I think also just agreed with your comment, giving you the thumbs up on that one.
I appreciate that, Fernando.
You bet. Fouled by Chicharito on Barzagli this time. Pirlo trying to look for Balotelli. It lands on Marquisio, looking for Giaccherini. Will fall softly for Corona. Torrado. Salcido stepped on the ball and it gives it away. De Rossi, Pirlo, Giaccherini, Montolivo, being surrounded by 3 Mexican team players. On the side, Balotelli finds Montolivo again. Cannot shake off Gerardo Torrado's positioning there. Giovanni Dos Santos. Here's Andres Guardado. As Mexico looking to counter, Andres Guardado with a lot of space. Chicharito on his right. Guardado. Brilliant defensive action by Giorgio Chiellini. Chiellini pretty much just pulled out his resume and showed it to Guardado. Salcido, slide tackling. The ball lands on Ricardo Montolivo, the son of an Italian father and a German mother. Salcido, his clearance lands on Balotelli. De Rossi was on offsides. Balotelli's cross. Here's Aquino clearing it away. Unsettled looks Mexico now. Chiellini approaching the 5th minute of play in the second half. And this is the patient we were talking about, as Italy would rather pull its troops back a couple yards in order to just keep possession of the ball. Montolivo for Giaccherini on the run. Does away with Torrado. Giaccherini in the box. Expecting it was Balotelli. Did not find it. Now it's Abate, the back heel by De Rossi. Too much playfulness on the part of the Roma midfielder. Now finds Claudio Marchisio. And this ends up being a corner kick.
And I'll say it again, Fernando. If Italy cleans up the final product, the final pass, the final delivery, they're going to find chances. They have been exposed in Mexico. Salcido and Gerardo Flores both have given up a lot of space in behind them.
Pirlo with the cross. Right fist. Corona. Too much ball for Giovanni Dos Santos to get to. As we saw a little bit of the right foot action of Italian coach Cesare Prandelli, winner of 3 Italian league titles with Juventus and part of the squad that won the first ever European Cup for Juventus. Foul Massa Rodriguez on Mario Balotelli, almost from the exact same spot that Andrea Pirlo opened up the scoring from, but on the opposite side of the field, of course.
Good use of his body by Mario Balotelli. Massa Rodriguez tries to get around him. Balotelli says no chance. Clear foul. And you have to say, after what we saw in the first half, it's yet another big-time opportunity for Pirlo to showcase his quality.
He became the second oldest player to score at Confederations Cup in the first half. With a free kick. Once again, the artistry of Andrea Pirlo or the power of Mario Balotelli. They've decided, I guess, on going with the artist.
I think Pirlo decided that.
As Mexico makes a substitution, defenseman Iram Mier comes in place of Aquino.
My guess is that Gerardo Jerry Flores will push up and Iram Mier will play on the right back position.
As Pirlo gets ready for another chance to score. Here's Pirlo's free kick. Pirlo under the wall. Montolivo. Corona. Trying to surprise the Mexican wall was Pirlo. His shot went right underneath the wall. It clipped off Giorgio Chiellini. And it's Chiellini the one committing the foul.
And you see what Andrea Pirlo is trying to do. Sneak the ball under the wall as the wall is jumping. Fortunate that it bounces to Montolivo, and a wasted opportunity for this Italian team that continues to press.
As Iram Mier pushes upfield from his position. Chicharito's shot wide. Just as you said, playing as a right fullback is Iram Mier, number 21.
Mexico was not really taking advantage of Javier Aquino's one-on-one ability. He wasn't isolated, and the times that he was, he became very predictable. De Siglio handled Aquino quite well today. And if you're Chepo de la Torre, you'd like to have a little bit more of a defensive posture and discipline when you put numbers behind the ball. You'll get them from Gerardo Flores, and then he has the ability to get forward when the chance is there.
An inexperienced right flank for Mexico, as Mier and Flores both accumulate 12 international appearances between them. And trying to combine were the last two players mentioned. No handball now being called by referee Enrique Oces. As Italy bring their center forwards, their center backs, Chiellini and Barzagli, to meet up with their forward, Mario Balotelli, in the box. Pirlo's curler out, headed out by Massa Rodriguez. The long clearance, and so Mattia De Siglio goes over to his teammate Ignacio Abate. Now Giaccherini with the ball. Balotelli. Dorrado brings down Balotelli and tells him, hey, I was going for the ball first, and it seemed as he was going for the ball first.
That's a good tackle by Dorrado. You know, Balotelli, to say that he has a short fuse is an understatement.
Now Pirlo with another shot. Out across. Headed out of bounds by Javier Hernandez. Third corner kick of the match for the Italians, who have been applying the pressure and dominating here in the first 12 minutes of the second half. The cross by Pirlo, headed out towards the middle. Abate brought down by Giovanni Dos Santos, and a free kick for Italy, and another yellow card for the Mexican team, as Giovanni Dos Santos is carded by referee Oces.
If you're in Mexico, the first thing you got to be disappointed with is how the ball gets cleared right to the top of the box, where you know there's going to be an Italian player. Giovanni Dos Santos tries to get in front of him, unable to do so, and Abate draws the foul, and yet another dangerous opportunity for Italy.
Andrea Pirlo has already scored in this one, his second goal of the calendar year for the international, for the Italian international, with the national team jersey, of course. The other one being against San Marino. Both goals scored from free kick. Pirlo tries to make it a third one. 13th minute. Could it be a lucky 13th minute for Pirlo and Italy in the second half? And here comes Pirlo. Out of bounds it goes.
See what he's trying to do, and I'm not sure that if that ball is on target, that Corona has any business saving it.
Chicharito goes up top, puts a knee on the back of Andrea Barzagli. Guardado with Chicharito as Barzagli is down. Chicharito with Flores, the give and go, not a foul, says the Chilean referee, right on the edge of the box. Pirlo, long ball from Balotelli, brought down.
We'll have to see the replay, but it looks like Héctor Moreno brings Balotelli down on top of the box. And it all stems from giving time and space to Andrea Pirlo. He gets his head up, picks up the run from Mario Balotelli, clips the ball in behind, and we'll see. Curious to see this replay.
Chiellini Playing it back for Buffon. 15 minutes of action in the second half. Still a draw at Maraca between Mexico and Italy. Montolivo slowing play down. Chiellini. Barzagli. Abate. Montolivo again. Claudio Marchisio making a run, creating a lot of space, but very few we've seen so far from the Juventus midfielder Marchisio. Montolivo, the clearance by Salcido. Not looking comfortable, Mexico is at the moment.
And they seem to be dropping farther and farther back. That looks like a foul. Once he puts his hands on him and trips him, I think Balotelli's anticipating the contact.
Lifts it short, Barzagli, but alert was Gigi Buffon as Giovanni Dos Santos was sprinting towards that ball.
Balotelli is anticipating the contact and perhaps goes down easily, but nonetheless, two hands on the back of Balotelli by Hector Moreno seems like a foul, one that could have changed the way this game would go.
De Siglio as Iramier slide tackles. Now a foul, but not a penalty as Super Mario was brought down at the edge of the box.
You didn't mention Luigi.
Always playing second fiddle.
Yes, he always did.
Abate. Nothing strange nowadays with Claudio Cesare Prandelli's Italy owning possession of a match. It used to be the case. You saw Italy having their best men sitting on the bench with coaches apprehensive about using all of Italy's potential on the pitch at one time. It used to be called the staffetta, where you had the one playmaker coming out and for the other playmaker, but no space for both of them to be playing on the field.
I like it when you speak Stallion to me, Fernando.
Got no comeback for that one. What do you want me to say? Gio Dos Santos got me completely off guard on that. Torrado, be honest. Giovanni. Montolivo. And the ball goes off of Montolivo. Played for Prandelli at Fiorentina.
The thing about Italy is that it used to be very negative in the way they approach the game. And it wasn't attractive, it was practical, and it was effective. But certainly, for anybody that likes attacking soccer, it wasn't the way that you would want to see some of their high-quality players showcase themselves on the field.
It's been up to Claudio Prandelli, Claudio Cesare Prandelli, the one responsible for making Italy play far away from the Italy that we used to know. That defensive-minded Italy. As Massa trying to get in Mario Balotelli's head, also Zavala. Do coaches approach their teams and their players, the ones going on the field, with particular attention being given to Balotelli, but not only Balotelli as a player and the threat that he possesses as a player, but also trying to attack the vulnerability in Balotelli's mind when he comes into the game.
Well, you know there's a moment of madness in him.
De Siglio looking for Balotelli, but Super Mario not being able to meet that one. Chicharito tried to bring it down. Giorgio Chiellini with the clearance. Guardado. Salcido back for Guardado. Zavala. Some space for Flores and Giovanni Dos Santos waiting for it on the right side. Gio Dos Santos near post for Chicharito. Giorgio Chiellini slide tackling to take that one out of bounds for another corner kick for Mexico. That's the second one of the game for El Tri.
Well done in the end by Chiellini. And then again, if you're a Mexican national team fan, you like that Dos Santos puts his head down and takes somebody one-on-one. Hasn't done that in 2013 with any consistency.
Giovanni. The clearance by Montolivo. "20 minutes gone by in the second half. Irán Mier, part of that golden generation that won the gold medal last year in Wembley for the Olympics. Jerry Flores trying to dispossess Chiellini. Looks like he was fouled by Chiellini. Play on, says the ref. As Mattia De Siglio plays it up the middle with Andrea Barzagli. Abate, De Rossi. Too long for Giaccherini, and Irán Mier's clearance goes on the side of the field for a throw-in for Italy. The youngster from Monterrey. Irán Mier, 23 years old. Abate. Marquisio, the cross met by the hands of José de Jesus Corona. Again, after 66 minutes of play, the most important player that Mexico has had so far.
I think nothing tells the story of Mexico's struggles this year better than mentioning that the best player for this team in qualifier has been, without a doubt, Jesus Corona. It tells you that offensively they haven't been the team that they're supposed to be.
Looking unsettled here in the second half. So far, it's Mexico. Abate. His cross. No one to beat on the other end. Jerry Flores trying to clear it. Giovanni cannot track that ball. De Rossi. Massa Rodriguez. And it will be a throw-in for Italy. Barzagli.
And a turnover there by Italy. A rare turnover at that. But you see Mexico. They're pulling themselves back so far, and they're allowing the Italian team way too much time and space in the middle of midfield.
Substitution in Italy. Alessio Cerci will come in. To replace Claudio Marquisio. Cerci from Torino. Recently won his first caps for the Italian side, playing in his 4th international. Looking to be effective from the get-go. Cerci now. Torrado was close to him. Pirlo. De Siglio. That long ball by Guardado. Giovanni Dos Santos doing it all on his own. Abate right on top of him. And Giovanni's able to produce a foul and a free kick for Mexico. But it was Giovanni Dos Santos playing the Lone Ranger in the tree on that side.
And yet, very smart from Giovanni Dos Santos, and not nearly as smart from Ignacio Abate. Dos Santos has nowhere to go with that ball. It's in a 2v1 situation, or 1v2 in his case, from his perspective. No need for that foul. Eventually, he'll give you the ball back. Abate commits a foul, is baited into what is now a very dangerous opportunity for Mexico.
The cross by Guardado, header! Jerry Flores once again making himself open in the box. And I'm saying once again because that's all he did in the second half against Costa Rica last Tuesday.
Good ball dribbling in. Jerry Flores able to work off the pick set by Massa Rodriguez. Gets a clean header. Probably should have done better with that chance.
De Siglio. Giaccherini now with Sergi up front. He's playing more side to side with Mario Balotelli. They've decided to bring back Giaccherini. Montolivo. Pirlo. Chicharito right on top of him. And a foul by Chicharito Hernandez. Chiellini. Ricardo Montolivo again. Looking for some space was De Rossi. The ball crosses the field all the way to the other side to Alessio Sergi. Here's trying to get open. Sergi, his shot goes wide. But it's deflected and it's a corner kick for Italy.
And the dimension that Sergi brings in is that from the right-hand side, as a left-footed player, he can cut inside and look for the cross, look to combine, or perhaps create his own shot. It's a good 1v1 player and a change of pace for this Italian team.
Pirlo. Pirlo taking Torrado for a dance. Chicharito now. Balotelli open left foot shot wide.
Early chance there by Balotelli. Tries to take it on the short bounce. Unable to get around the ball. But the quality of Pirlo on the left-hand side. You said to a dance. That was quite the dance for Gerardo Torrado. Unable to stay with Pirlo. Cutting back and forth. Generating an opportunity for Italy.
The shot by Corona. Lands on Giaccherini. Montolivo. Well met by Iran Mier. Now Montolivo. Back for Pirlo, his shot on goal over the crossbar. As Corona pleads for redemption as he lifts his hand knowing that he was close to making a costly blunder. The 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying continues on Tuesday. The United States, who are beginning to find some form under Jurgen Klinsmann, face Honduras in Sandy, Utah. Live coverage begins at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and watch ESPN.
And it's a big opportunity for the United States to truly solidify themselves atop the hexagonal and create some separation between them and the rest of CONCACAF.
So far in CONCACAF with one game more than the rest is Mexico, but they sit on 8 points in third spot behind Costa Rica, who also have 8 points but a game at hand, and the USA with 10 points so far out of 5 matches played. Gigi Buffon, Abate, it's been all Italy in the second half, not being able to take advantage of it so far as the Azzurra. Salcido finding Guardado. Torrado now for Mexico. Iran Mier. Flores. Zavala. Torrado again. Flores looking for a shot. Flores, and his shot on goal is too soft to do any damage on the goal. Guarded by Gianluigi Buffon. Daniele De Rossi. Sergi. Cutting in, Sergi. Too short. Iran Mier clears it. Flores right with an elbow on the face of Daniele De Rossi.
Well, I'm sure that he doesn't see De Rossi, but once you make this sort of contact, actually, he takes a peek at him, and he brings the elbow up. Once the ball pops up in the air, Gerardo Flores, perhaps anticipating that Daniele De Rossi was going to jump for the header, brings his elbow up for protection, but delivers quite a shot to De Rossi, right in front of the referee.
We mentioned elbow, and De Rossi in the same phrase, and soccer fans will remember the elbow he put on Brian McBride in 2006 in Germany. As players discussing now whose possession it is with the Chilean referee Enrique Osis. It looked like he had signaled a foul for Italy. He stopped play. Some confusion brought to you by Enrique Osis, the man in charge.
Good luck to us.
It looked as if he had signaled a foul on De Rossi. As Barzagli now gathers it for Italy. Less than 15 minutes to go. Here at Maracanã, 1-1. Pirlo, the scorer for Italy. Chicharito Hernandez for Mexico from the penalty spot. Chicharito, which obviously means little P. If you've been in some other galaxy over the past couple of years, you would know that. The nickname given because of his father, Chicharo, which means P. His father, member of the '86 World Cup squad for Mexico, as Giovanni Dos Santos going outside of Barzagli. Bringing that comment on just because we wanted to wish everyone a great, happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day to you as well, Fernando.
Took a while, but I brought it over.
Well, I like it when you explain things about P's and little P's.
Well, happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you.
As the third corner kick of the match for Mexico is played out wide, once again going on De Rossi high with an elbow is Hector Moreno. Now also signals that play, but he leaves us looking for answers on the previous one.
Yeah, there's been some interesting calls, and the consistency hasn't been there for Enrique Osis today. And really, as a player, that's all you really want.
Abate. De Rossi. Montolivo, Pirlo. Chiellini. De Rossi again. Up front to Giaccherini. Balotelli. It's Balotelli all! Goal! Goal! Super Mario is in the house! 2-1 for Italy!
And earlier in the half, we saw Mario Balotelli spinning Francisco Javier Maza Rodriguez and drawing a foul. In this particular play, similar again. Maza Rodriguez tries to win the ball in front of Balotelli. Balotelli uses his strength. Clearly, you can see he's well put together. And once he spins Maza Rodriguez, there's no stopping him. Uses his strength, uses his body. Good finish by Balotelli. And by virtue of taking his shirt off, there you go. He's going to have a yellow card at some point.
His 9th international goal for Mario Balotelli. But if you're wishing to play Balotelli, you have to accept the full package. Yellow carded for showing the six-pack in Maracanã. It's 2-1 for Italy. Well deserved for the Italians as they have dominated the second half of play. 11 minutes to go. 11 minutes for Mexico to react.
And as soon as Giaccherini flicks that ball on, Balotelli is already utilizing his body, where now Maza Rodriguez is totally exposed because he's trying to launch for the ball, and no chance he's going to go through Balotelli. Balotelli spins him, uses his body very well, and then finishes up the play. And that is the reason why Cesare Prandelli and many coaches around the world put up with some of the shenanigans and some of the stuff that Balotelli brings about with him as a player.
Some of those came just recently in a qualifier in Prague against the Czech Republic, where he was shown 2 yellow cards in the space of 3 minutes and went out the tunnel punching everything he could find in sight. Now scoring the one to put Italy in front of Mexico here in Rio de Janeiro.
Well said by you, Fernando. You have to accept the full package from Balotelli. If you want him to be a part of your team, you have to accept that he's a tremendously talented player, impactful, a difference maker, but he's also the kind of guy that can have a moment of madness, and he's had those with club and country.
As Daniele De Rossi is confirmed as the 4th Italian player carded in this match. Giovanni Dos Santos playing it back for Torrado as Mexico trying to react and tie it up. Barzagli. It'll be the first win for Italy against Mexico in close to 20 years, as the last one was in Florence back in 1993. One match being played in a World Cup in between that time. That was in 2002 in Oita, Japan, when they tied 1-1. Goals by Del Piero with 5 minutes to go to tie up a great header, one of the best headers in the history of World Cups, by Jared Borgetti. Here's Andres Guardado lifting the ball up for Chicharito Hernandez, but Chiellini being able to clear that one. As we count the yellow-carded players, Moreno and Guardado for Mexico. I got 3 on the books for Italy: Balotelli, De Rossi, and Barzagli. Here's Cerci. Now his inclusion on the field, playing more on the right side, has been affected of some sorts, but it's Giaccherini playing right behind Balotelli that's made the difference so far.
Well, when Giaccherini is able to connect with Balotelli and almost become a second striker, now Italy has 2 options going into the box, and Giaccherini will usually try to link up with Balotelli and then play off of Mario Balotelli.
Massa Rodriguez, Moreno, Andres Guardado trying to bring it back in, as he does. The Valencia man looking now for Jerry Flores. Ball lands behind him as 2 of the fullbacks, Flores and Salcido, push forward, leaving 3 in the back for El Tri. Guardado, 7 minutes to go. Torrado. And it's Pirlo now with the ball. Balotelli flicks it back for Andrea Pirlo. The metronome, as they call him. Close for Alessio Cerci. Giaccherini again back on the right side as Italy is preparing for another substitution, bringing Alberto Gilardino into the game. The experienced forward.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it is Balotelli that comes out as a yellow card. You know, he's one of these guys that can have those moments, as we talked about, moments of madness. He's done enough today. He scored potentially the game winner. He's done his job. Time to move him along.
De Rossi keeping the ball inbounds and preventing the substitutions are the Italians themselves. As now Mexico gets the ball back, quickly given away as Abate plays it for Giorgio Chiellini. Patience, the big virtue now shown by the Italians. Barzagli. As we also see Raúl Jiménez getting ready to come in for Chepo de la Torre's side. Great ball by Montolivo. Will Cerci meet? No. Did not meet the standards for that ball. It will be a goal kick for Mexico. Substitutions ready to be made. The second substitution for each side as Mario Balotelli gives way for Alberto Gilardino. There's a response of the crowd for the man that has put Italy ahead.
And I think this is the right decision by Cesare Prandelli. You don't want to expose him. He's done his job today. You got to think about the next match. And then again, Balotelli's also struggled with injuries coming into this tournament. No need to have him out there in the next 5 minutes. You think that Italy will be good enough to close out this game if you're Cesare Prandelli.
As Alberto Gilardino, the 30-year-old man, comes into the game, a player that Cesare Prandelli had when he was coaching Parma. Gilardino now at Bologna. One of the 5 World Cup winners from 2006 that Italy has now on their squad. Four minutes to go. Massa. As Moreno clears it. 5:45 Eastern, remember. The World Cup champion Spain playing Copa America winners Uruguay and the 4th place finishers in last year's World Cup. As Raúl Jiménez comes into the match. FIFA Confederations Cup 2013 exclusively on ESPN, ESPN3, and watch ESPN.
If you're Mexico, you have to be disappointed with the lack of sharpness and precision with your passing. The possession hasn't been there. The game has been dictated to you by not only Andrea Pirlo, but certainly the rest of the Italian midfielder, with Daniel De Rossi as well as Montolivo. Italy has set the tempo, the rhythm, and Mexico has not been able to respond over the course of 90 minutes.
Alberto Aquilani now coming into the game. Emanuele Giaccherini will be the one taken out.
I thought Giaccherini was a very important player today for Italy. Working the outside, working the inside, finding pockets of space in front of the back four of Mexico and really creating problems in terms of matchup and place interchange that Mexico was not able to deal with.
Here's Guardado. Raúl Jiménez, his first touch in the match. Outside, it's Thierry Flores. Jiménez with a shot. Buffon. Once again, going back to the decision-making abilities in the last quarter of the field. He had Thierry Flores all open on the right side. Jiménez did.
And we've seen on a couple of occasions when Mexico breaks and they have players in the outside, their runs are straight runs, and it's very difficult to find straight runs with straight passes. There's got to be an angle provided by the run, either coming inside or going outside, so that now you're able to get in behind defenders.
Kids watching at home, please do try whatever Andrea Pirlo tries on the field. So hard to get the ball away from the master in midfield of the Italians, as Gilardino cannot position himself to head that one in. Guardado. Barzagli throws it out of bounds as Giovanni Dos Santos was trying to quickly play that ball back on the field. This will be the first loss for Mexico in 2013, a year in which they've only won one match so far, that one in Kingston against Jamaica for World Cup qualifiers. Montolivo.
Again, there was yet another example there, Fernando, where it's a straight run from Giovanni Dos Santos and a straight ball from Andres Guardado. Impossible to beat an Italian back four that is so well organized with straight runs and straight balls.
Gilardino. De Rossi, short for Pirlo. which is short for just masterful.
Puppet master, you call it. He's just, again, he's just pulling the strings out there, and you can see it. I think Chepo de la Torre said it best about Pirlo coming into this game. He makes everybody else around him better. And isn't that the sign and the telling piece when you have somebody special on your team?
Next game for Italy will be on June 19th, next Wednesday, when in Recife they'll play Japan, Alberto Zaccheroni's squad. That game on ESPN, and the Italians will play Brazil in the last match of the group stage on Saturday. Gerardo Torrado with Jerry Flores. Mexico travels to Belo Horizonte in the last match, but first they have to visit Fortaleza in a match against the Brazilians, whose coach Luis Felipe Scolari has already had some kind words, if you want to put it that way, for the Mexicans. They've been the stone in our shoe over the past couple of years.
Yeah, that's a backhanded compliment. That's one way to say that they've been difficult to beat. Certainly doesn't get easier for Mexico, and they have to improve their level of sharpness, precision, and quality of possession.
The throw in by Ignacio Abate. As we only have 1 minute to go, and the 3 minutes added on by Enrique Oces here at Maracanã Stadium, seeing official FIFA action again for the first time since that final in 1950. Not a final in itself, but the final match played on that 1950 World Cup.
I got you.
It was a 14 final round, I guess if you want to call it, and Brazil only needed a tie to win the title, as Alessio Cerci complains from that exact action that we're just seeing.
Estadio do Maracanã is a hallowed ground in world soccer. Andrea Pirlo made reference to it coming into this game. It's a dream come true to play in this stadium. And the dream is made even better when you play as well as he has, and when he has scored a peach of a goal, really, early in the first half.
Italy content to just play it on here on the side of it. They want a third one. They play it in the box for Montolivo. Montolivo trying to beat his man, Raúl Jiménez. Cerci, the game will end in just a couple of seconds, and it does. Italy's on the rise. The renaissance of Calcio continues as they beat Mexico 2-1, and El Tri's 13-match unbeaten streak comes to an end. 2-1 for the Italians. Pirlo and Balotelli.